Child, it seems they saved all the meat and potatoes of the story for the end of the dang gone season. Sabrina, my dear. And that's right, Karen. That's how you friend. Show these hoes how you supposed to friend. And about time Danni started to call a friend, i.e. her therapist, to help her work through some of this bullshit that she got going on. What's good, y'all? She got Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 7, episode number 21. If you're new here, turn on your bell notifications and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversation. And if you're not new, welcome back, boo. Let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. It picks up right where we left off in the previous episode, so it's no more time jumps. We going from day to day to day. And Jordan needs answers. He doesn't believe Andi would just drop him like a bad habit and move on with Gary, even though it has been a couple weeks since she made the announcement, and he ain't seemed to get all this gumption until his boys visited her and then told her, told him, she finna marry Gary. That's the thing that set him off. So where was all this baby please when she had broke your heart to begin with? Is it that you can't live without Andrea Barnes, or is it that you cannot lose to Gary? I mean, those are not necessarily important questions, but I just thought I would ask. Because Jordan, you are right? Everybody feels like they know Andi. She wouldn't do this. Her, Fatima, Danni, everybody like, girl, you would not do this. What is going on? And she is saying, mom's the word, aside from what she told to Fatima. I thought that she was really going to crack with Jordan pressing up on her, putting that thing on her back. Yeah, I seen you. This was probably the most believable chemistry filled scenes that I have seen for these two this entire season. Like, I really did buy into the grief, into the anguish, to the frustration, and to the care that Jordan has as a character for Andrea. There has definitely been moments this season where it's been a disconnect, and like we feel like the old Jordan would have served better. But I guess, I don't know, maybe he has grown on me, or he's just clicking on all cylinders in the scenes that he have in this episode. Even when he tries to run up on Gary, he did it from a very like prim and proper, prestigious, like, yeah, I don't really be fighting, but I'm willing to fight about mine. He seems like Andrea Barnes' boyfriend. He's like Andrea in male. Like, Andrea would do the same thing if she was really trying to get about it and about to try to fight somebody. I feel like she would behave the same way. But Andi stands strong, tells him some stuff that he don't want to hear. He don't actually believe it. So that's what sends Jordan later on in the episode to go and confront Gary. And I'm just like, at this point, I want people to stop issuing idle threats, because you done rolled up on him, you done snatched him out of his damn seat. At this point, do something, because all of this, I promise I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I promise that this is gonna happen, and I promise you ain't gonna succeed. Similar to what Gary did when Fatima rolled up on him. You ain't gonna get it. Like, first of all, Chido, stop it. I beg of you. The way this man has me laughing constantly is ridiculous. But like, he was so right. Everybody keeps coming up to him like, yeah, you ain't gonna get away with it. Meanwhile, his ass is getting away with it. Like, y'all gonna do something, or y'all gonna keep issuing out idle ass threats. Jordan then makes it to the juice bar later so that the three stooges can have their little sulking session about their ladies. And I'm just like, nobody feels bad for y'all. Or at least nobody is me, because I don't feel bad for y'all. Jordan, maybe because you don't have no control over it, but you got to be able to stand up. And I wish you would have swung on Gary, or at least did something. So I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. Tony, you full of and you know that your ex-wife wants you back, and you playing goofy ass games, and you're going to win goofy ass prizes. And Rich, you do not have to give this girl your sperm, but you also do not have to behave like a goddamn Neanderthal and be completely insecure about it. If you don't want kids, to stand on business about not wanting kids. You don't actually have to lose Sabrina if you talk and use your goddamn words. Like, if this man wants to give her this particular piece and you're so concerned, don't feel blackmailed or pressured into doing it or losing her. Just be the most supportive partner you can be in all of the other areas around it. Like, it gave me the man who like picks a fight with a woman on her birthday because he really don't like her. For me, watching him come and say, oh, I just wanted to see about you before your procedure. He sees Dominic and completely forgets about Sabrina's feelings, completely forgets about the fact that she needs to be stress-free today, and she cannot be going into this damn procedure with high cortisol if she wants to have a very successful retrieval of these damn eggs. But none of that matters because his ego is at play, and he's just ready to usher Dominic's ass up out of here. Like, at no point does Rich ever consider, like, okay, yes, he looks good, but what else do I bring to the table besides look and dick? Because if you're also bringing additional things that actually fulfill her life, and maybe this is the one thing that you can't actually do, and y'all decided that y'all was going to see where this goes, then how about y'all just do that versus us having to go week to week until your little childish ass, immature ass, male ego ass tantrums that you cannot stop throwing. Like, you don't want to solve the problem, so somebody else is coming to solve the problem. And also, she made a decision at the very end. She was going to freeze half her eggs without any sperm and half her eggs with some sperm, so she still had options. Sabrina is being very level-headed about this whole thing. She's being so considerate, and y'all do not consider her nearly enough. And yes, Dominique ass do want her. Like, that's a whole other thing. Don't be clear. I'm not saying that he don't want her and that he's not competition, because he could be. But Rich, he's not focusing on the right things, even if he was trying to compete to keep his goddamn lady, because you're focused on the man versus showing up for your woman. And your little pathetic ass, oh, I can't let this happen, Doc, this is ridiculous speech at the very end was trite. It was clownish. Sir, boy, bye. This is not the boombox in the rain. You look stupid. Because all of this is conversations that you could have had that you avoided. We still don't know if you actually revealed to her about how the condom fell off weeks ago. So she might be going into this goddamn egg retrieval, come to find out she's pregnant in this goddamn moment, and she wouldn't be none of the wiser because your ass didn't say nothing, and you spent weeks dragging her name through the mud, talking about she's trying to trap you, and then emotionally manipulating her only to get to a place where now both of y'all have to be celibate, and now you throwing goofy ass tantrums about a man who actually wants to give her kids. Rich, you are an enigma, and you are a joke that is no longer funny, and I'm over it. You could take your cute ass bald head and your smooth ass voice elsewhere, because nobody is buying the bullshit that you trying to sell, sir. We only get a little bit of Tony in this episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the boys while I'm at it. Tony, you know that this woman wants you. You know that you are gaslighting Danni. I'm not convinced that you actually want Danni. I actually am convinced that you like the drama. Yes, you are the drama. And I think that this does something for your little goofy ass ego, and it validates you in some way to have both of these women want you and potentially going to fight over you. And this is some nasty work. If you want Daniella, you need to check your damn ex-wife. You need to set up some boundaries and parameters. And then you need to take your ass over to Daniella's house, and you need to apologize for gaslighting her and invalidating her feelings around your ex being completely inappropriate. Daniella might be a lot of things. Trifling is definitely one of them. But in this case, she's goddamn right. And your ass is wrong. Now in other news, my girl Karen, y'all. They gave us a good Karen episode in this one. I love this for her. She's standing on business all cold to Trey when he come in, and then he had a nerve to try to talk out the side of his neck, talking about this is have something to do with you feeling the way about your girl's success. Not y'all pillow talking about a lie, a narrative that she created. When come to find out, when you talking to her later on, you know that she financially took my credit cards and built her goddamn business, not only financially off of my back, but also within the residence of my goddamn commercial property. But you want to sit up here and try to be cute, try to be cool when I'm kicking you funky ass energy when you walk in because you being funky. Now, mind you, Karen didn't know that they're not exclusive. In the moment that he said that, she pulled up and she talked to him and told him what it is and what it ain't, as a good friend should. And I'm like, this is the Karen that I have known this entire time. I'm so glad that they're being a little bit more direct, because they love to infer all the great qualities about Karen and hide that shit under character development and other circumstances. But I'm glad that it was put on Front Street for everybody to see in this episode, so that some of these wayward ass, goofy ass, immature ass fans can actually see Karen for who she is versus who they have made her out to be all of this time. And then also, Karen was the one first calling Sabrina like, girl, we're gonna be there, we're excited for you, this is all the energy that she actually needs. Like, I just love this for her. I love Karen being in the season where she is happy, she is showing up for her friends, she feels supported. Aaron already at the house putting together the crib. Zach tries to show up, which we're gonna get there because my lord, Zach, I love this. They get over to the hospital and everybody pops up and they get to meet Dominique and they could be there. That little exchange with everybody was hilarious. Maurice is in rare form in these last few episodes because all of the jokes for me are landing. Yes, some of them are inappropriate, but they're funny. They break the awkward tension, create a little bit additional awkward tension, but it puts them in a really like fun space. And like seeing how Dominique reacts tells me a lot about the character. So I actually needed Maurice to be inappropriate in the ways that he was, so I could see like, okay, could this potentially be a replacement for Rich, because I'm not feeling Rich right now. I think that Sabrina needs to be honest about her setting herself up to potentially fall for Dominique, because her taking not necessarily the overt romantic advances, but her taking the kindness, especially when she's lacking that particular thing, that particular element from the man that she's quote unquote in love with right now, literally opens the door for her to fall in love with this man, because in this moment, her bigger needs are the needs that her man is not serving, and another man is willing to do it with no questions, no qualms, no anything, and he's not bad to look at. Yes, Sabrina, I fear you're in danger, my good sis. You're in danger. Okay, so I actually recorded this and then did not release it and didn't finish my second part. My second part of this was supposed to be Zach and Aaron. So I'm going to talk about this now before I finish out this video. Y'all, when I tell you Zach literally has yet to grow, has yet to change, and I love it but also hate it that I can predict him so well, because I have been saying for countless weeks now, while Zach is throwing up the goofy ass rhetoric of how him and Aaron are brothers now, him and Aaron have buried the hatchet, him and Aaron, the moment that he gets a platonic, demure, organic chance to show true brothership, kinship, co-parentingship with Aaron, he shows his ass all behind these cribs that they're putting together. Zach gets the bright idea to go over to Karen's house and start to put together the cribs for the twins. He comes with no tools. He comes with no productive mindset. He literally just comes over there with good looks and vibes. But Aaron has already beat him to it and it's already there. Miss Lisa is there and he's already working on the crib. Zach's like, okay, cool. Well, just give me the crib for my twin. You work on one, I'll work on one. Oh, let me go ahead and borrow your tools because you actually came with tools to actually put this thing together. Then when he starts putting it together, he can't put it together. But he also don't want to read the instructions because I'm a man. I don't read the instructions. I'm a man. Like, Zach, please, I beg. At some point, drop the bullshit and decide to be better, because this is now getting carried away. You're about to be another, like a father to another human being. Are you not tired of your own incompetence? Are you not tired of your own mediocrity? Are you not tired of being the boy that you used to be? Yeah, I said boy. And y'all, it was just so validating to watch Zach perform in this scene, because I have been saying it and some people wanted to drag me like Erica don't want to see Zach grow and Erica don't want to let it go and Erica just don't like Zach. No. Erica has loved Zach from the very beginning. Erica has dated a Zach. Erica has always rooted for the Zachs out here in the world, because y'all have all the potential in the world, but will fail to actually actualize it because you don't want to actually do the work of holding yourself accountable and walking the steps of a man versus being a little ass boy every single day. And I'm never going to stop saying it. This scene 100% was just validation for that. Zach gets no kudos. Zach gets no credit until he starts to step his ass up to the plate. Because why won't you read the damn instructions? Why are you sitting in this moment competing with Aaron when Aaron can literally teach you something and help you put together the crib for your child? Because the point of it is to get the cribs together, right? The point of you coming over here was to prepare for the kids to actually be born and to put the cribs together. So why are we allowing our ego to step in because Aaron is doing it better or Aaron is doing it faster and I don't like that? Yeah, you can't even stay focused because you're a narcissistic ass little boy who has yet to grow. And I'm never going to stop saying it. See you in season 8, Zach, because clearly your ass has not changed. And I doubt that you're going to change it between seasons. And I'm going to stay on your ass next season. Point blank, period. And justice for Aaron. I'm all flustered. Justice for Aaron, because it makes no sense how healthy, how well adjusted, how evolved, how communicative, how emotionally intelligent this man is, and we get the least amount of screen time from him. Meanwhile, all the doofy ass dummies with dick, we gotta watch constantly across our screen. Justice for Aaron Carter. And with that said, y'all, I'm out.